Okay, look, you don't need to do this. This is how I get cards shipped to me. Single cards. Cards that are worth less than $25. If you do this, you're wasting your money on shipping. Furthermore, it doesn't protect the card any more than a way I'm going to show you. So let me open this up. These are supposed to be tap lands. I don't know if you noticed that. I have the best art. Ask anybody. So, you know, when this goes through the mail, it's going to bend. It's not flat. The postal machines, they're rollers. They roll things through. These things get kinked up like crazy. The mail person will fold them to fit them in your mailbox. Anything could happen. I do not recommend these. Then people do this, and I don't understand why, but I guess they think putting it in cardboard will protect it even more. Problem is, it just adds more bulk to your shipment, more weight. And then opening it, you know, I don't know what's inside of here. It could be, the card could be sleeved, it could be in a hard case, I don't know. So it makes opening it real difficult. You gotta be extra careful. By the way, I pack this in a way that most people ship to me. All right, so success. And a lot of times, the whole thing is just covered in tape. You know, it's like playing surgeon with this thing. Then they do this. Now, don't ever put a piece of tape over the top. It's, I have a little lip here that'll help me open this up, but most of the time they don't even have this. And you're taking your scissors or your knife and you're trying to open it up. If the card's not protected inside or packed the right way inside, it could get stuck on the tape and rip or tear, or, you know, that's just bad news. So, second thing. So the card is inside. You get it out. And sometimes they use, these aren't the nicest, but they're nicer than what I'm about to show you, and probably a little bit more expensive. So don't waste your money. The profit margins are so thin that it makes no sense to spend money where you don't need to spend money. Everybody like my zombie token. So here's how you do it. This is all you need. And usually some scrap paper will help. So, you take your card. You put it in upside down. And typically, you know, I use penny sleeves or whatever sleeves I have. And as you know, penny sleeves aren't even a penny. They're fractions of a penny. So now that your card's in there upside down, you put it inside the hard case that way. That way, when you do put something over the top here, if the card slides up, it does not, the card won't touch, the penny sleeve will. But I always liked to take this piece of scrap paper that I get from my Dymo Label Writer 450 Turbo and put it over the top instead of just a standard piece of tape. For the same reason I showed you earlier. Close it up. Now the card's secured, it's not coming out, and it's easy to pop off. So there's that. Second piece. Okay, so the video cut off at this 5-minute mark. So anyways, what I was about to show you is the last step. If you notice, I got a new card here because I had rambled on and kept talking like an idiot for 5 more minutes on how to put the stupid card in the envelope, but you know, whatever. Cheers. Here's the bourbon. All right, so you got your cover on, cards in a penny sleeve. Last thing you do, get a piece of paper, do the old double fold, stick it on the paper, and fold it like a regular letter. That way it gives it a little more security. Can't really see what's inside of it. Gives it a little more rigid structure. So when it's going through the machines, it's nice and flat, and it just zips through no problem. Now, when I bought my envelopes, it came with this envelope moistener, which I love because, frankly, excuse me, bourbon. Licking stamps is gross. Or licking stamps, licking envelopes. It's all gross. So this has been awesome. Make sure I get some more of this. Of course, it came with the envelopes, and when it comes to those margins, every single thing counts. I don't even print a receipt on the paper because it'll use up toner and ink, and you know, it's just not needed. Everything's electronic on eBay anyway, so what's the point? So all that's done. I'll print up a label on my label writer, or you can write it out if you want to. Put your stamp on, and you are good to go to ship it out. One last thing. In the past, I have used, get rid of this address here. I have used this tracking. It's a Label 400. Now there's an eBay, a YouTube person out there who will tell you that you can put this tracking on your envelope just like this, and it'll work. And you know, he's right. It'll work 95% of the time. It's just that 5% of the time they ship the card back to you saying you're not allowed to use this. Sometimes it makes it all the way to the USPS place right by the guy's house that's supposed to be delivered to, and they'll turn it right around if somebody catches it. Like I said, it worked. It worked for me most of the time, but the 2 or 3 orders that came back, it's just not worth the risk to me. You know, it just takes a couple bad reviews to mess up your eBay store. So I don't use it. I only insure stuff that's over $25, or if I'm a little shady of the person. So it kind of keeps my costs down. And think about it this way. You know, you sell a card on eBay for 99 cents. 30 cents of that is gone in PayPal and eBay fees. Now, 50 cents of that is taken up by a stamp. And that doesn't leave much left for profit. That's 20 cents. So you got to milk, you know, as much as you can out of your shipping supplies. Or, you know, charge more for the card if you can sell it. Good luck with that. You know, the margins are very tight out there, and especially on eBay. There's always people looking to get rid of the deck or get rid of cards, or they opened up a box and just looking to dump the cards that they don't want. So it's tight out there. I do not recommend doing it unless you're just selling some old cards that you don't need anymore. So, with that being said, appreciate you watching the video. Tell me how you ship your eBay card, or your Magic cards, or the Pokemon cards, or whatever you sell. Tell me how you ship it. I'm curious how other people do it. If they found a better way. Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you later.